Hello, this is Gene. I was going to let this day go without making a video, but something happened in the world of sports that I really need to talk about because I talk about this on my channel a lot. It's called female nature and the entitlement that some women have in our society today. Serena Williams, who's probably the greatest tennis player ever, a female tennis player of all time, had a huge meltdown, and now there are people online saying that she's a heroine for women now, that she's standing up to the man, basically. Basically, her coach was caught coaching her, which is against the rules, and she got fined for that fine, but got a point that actually made her lose a game, and she was down 4-3, and during the changeover, she just started yelling and berating the chair, which is the person that's in charge of the thing, and he's in the top chair, the top, so they call it a chair, and continually goes on and made it personal. At the end of this diatribe, she called him a thief. She expected an apology from him because she's not a cheater, when her coach is the one that really got her in trouble for that. And the coach said, yes, I did it, but she expected this man in the chair, had to be a white guy, to apologize for what her coach did and how she's acting right there. And then at the end, when she continually on, and there was a little pause for about 5 seconds, and she continually on, basically saying, you need to apologize to me. You have to apologize to me because I'm Serena Williams and I'm a black female, so you have to apologize to me because I'm the greatest of all time. You have to apologize to me. And he just listening to it, and then when she's walking away, she called him a thief. Now, there are people online right now saying that she's a heroine for doing this shit, saying that she's standing up for women when it comes to sports. This woman plays 3 sets compared to a man with 5 sets in the majors, and she wants to get as much money as the guys who are playing 5 sets. She's the one person that maybe can draw similar to the men do, but she doesn't work as much as the men, but she still wants money for this. So now she's like a feminist icon. But at the end, she asked for another referee, and she and a female and a man comes out and talks about it. And she said if it was a man doing this wouldn't happen. Well, she might have a point there, but most guys that get upset, break their racket, say things, they don't make it personal to the chair, and they don't call him a thief, regardless of what color that person was. But it was clear that she was looking at him because he's a white guy, and she's a black woman, even though she's making all those millions of dollars, but she's still oppressed in this country. And then she uses her female nature to say, if it was a man, this wouldn't happen, and that they let women or men happen this all the time. And this just, it's such a perfect example of the entitlement that some women have, that thinks that everybody has to stop. And if you offend them in some way, if you say that you can't do that, and they go crazy about it, now you're the bad guy for it. All he was doing was following the rules, and this guy's been doing this forever. He's actually going to retire in the next year or so. This guy's been the chair forever and never had any issue like this before. And it's not the first time she's had a meltdown on center court. She is known for this stuff, but the way she talks, when she's talking about feminist shit, she said this shit all the time, that they're oppressed, that women are oppressed in this country. So she plays, it's like a check mark of all of it. She's a victim because she's a female, and then it's even worse because she's a black female. And what, I can't do like men do? I've seen a lot of things that I'm an old guy. I saw what McEnroe did in the old days, and I remember times he said you're a jerk and all that stuff, and he got the code violation, but she continued on and on and on. And at what point what are you supposed to do? Just allow her to do it because she's Serena Williams? No other player could have done this without getting the same type of thing, and nobody's going to come out and say this, even though everybody knows that the coach said, yeah, I was coaching her, which is against the rules, and so she got a code violation for that, so she lost that point, and she lost that game. But at the end, she was more civilized and said that the girl that won should get all the plaudits, and now she's talking after that about things too, because the audience didn't know what was going on. They thought that Serena was just getting a raw deal, and they couldn't hear what she was actually saying. And it's vile what she was saying to the guy. How many times are you going to tell somebody You have to apologize. I'm not getting up. You're not going to apologize to me. You have to apologize. I'm still waiting for my apology because you think I'm a cheater, and you need to apologize to me. On what planet should he have to apologize to her? Any chair should not doing that. And I think she'd have been fine. I think she still would have lost the match, but I think she would have been fine. But she had to say that thing at the end, and nobody's not bringing that up. As she got up and started walking away, she called him a thief. That's a personal attack. So therefore, she's going to get another code violation. So this shit happened. And then she just, at the very end, she did the female thing and started crying. It's just not fair. It's not. Why don't you act like a civilized person? Oh, if other men did it. Well, why are you acting like this now? Do you think that what they were doing, that those men were doing, was doing the right thing? I mean, but you're going to do it, so you think it should be fine? You are the center stage. This is the female final, and you act like that. I've said it for many years. I think she's been enhanced. I think that she's been using steroids for a long time. I really believe that. Although I think talent-wise, I think she's still the best female player ever. But there's so much more about this, about how she was the champion of gender equality when it comes to tennis, when women don't play as many sets as men do. There's no reason for them to have more than the men or at the same level as the men. They don't draw as many fans. Now, in her case, and sometimes she does, especially in New York, that place was sold out. I mean, it's going to be. She's an American. They're going to be there. But around the world, they don't. In every other sport, they don't. So it's more than this, and it's part of what my channel was about before, about anti-feminism. And the idea, how is empowering to talk like this to somebody's authority figure in a match, the chair, and continually berate this man and then tell him, you have to apologize to me. The entitlement is so unbelievably huge with this. And she thinks that she did something. And there's a lot of people in mind saying that, oh, she's a heroine for saying shit like that. Well, I think she's a vile sexist. That's what I believe. Let me know what you think below, and we'll talk about it in the comments. You guys have a good day. Bye.